All right, we're live. We are live here. We're running a little bit behind, but we're going to get this thing sorted.
Stop.
Uh-oh, it stopped. Hold on one second. There we go. We're raising the roof on this place. Okay, here we go. It's coming up. So we're going to go live here in just a moment. Oh, Lord Almighty.
Good morning, America.
Good morning.
Hello, America.
Let's get this a week in review intro going. Hello.
Hi.
Hello. It's welcome to Live with Bottleneck Special Edition, a week in review with Jaime and
Sara.
And thanks for tuning in. As you know, we all like to talk about a certain topic, and then we go into what we did this week, the challenges that we had, how we overcame those or are still working on them, then what we're doing next week. And then if I can probably adjust this a little bit, my head's getting cut off. Oh, no, but not too high. That's good enough.
I should be taller.
And
Whoop. I'm standing on my tiptoes the whole time.
I can go. And then what we're going to be doing next week, and then we have some shout outs coming your way. So the topic this week is appreciating the small things, appreciating the little things. And today is November 12th, Friday, November 12th, 10 a.m. Central. What does that mean to you?
It means it's Hockey Friday.
Hockey Friday! So for those of you that may not know, I injured my knee a little while ago and getting an MRI next week. I guess I can talk about that's what's coming up next week. But I'm going to try and skate today. I think I can try and do it, but I'm just going to be real mellow. And for those of you that don't know, skating is a lot easier than walking or running on the knees. You're not putting as much pressure on those. I just don't want to fall like I did last time.
I don't want you to either.
So when we talk about appreciating the small things, there's a lot of things that help happen throughout a given day, in my opinion. And sometimes I get stressed out and it's hard to just glaze over those areas where you should really appreciate. So many people have other challenges that, we should be so thankful that we're healthy and we have a roof over our head and things like that. And if anybody's read my book, you've learned a little bit about the challenges. And so I have I think a much higher level of appreciation, but at the same time, I still get kind of caught in my way and I don't appreciate the small things that happen. So I want to say thank you to Sara, because she's been, as always, a rock star. And the little things, like she made an amazing salad last night, chicken Caesar salad. Thank you. Small things, but big.
You're welcome.
It was really, really, really good. And so I just want to throw out a quick reminder today. Appreciate something that is absolutely normal. And maybe thank somebody for that or do something. I think that's my view and take on appreciating the small things.
Okay.
Anything else?
No.
Well, I think then we can head into the next segment, which is what happened this week. Okay, so what happened this week? Sara just left the room. That's one thing that happened. and she comes. She's got a pair of bears. Show those on the camera. Show those to them.
That's my turn when I talk about what happened.
So this week has been a whirlwind of exciting things that have been happening. We are excited. We've been planning with the team about the new launch for Bottleneck. Should I say it? No, I shouldn't say it. So we're launching this whole thing for Bottleneck Monday, November 22nd, 2/2. That's my special number is 2 for some reason. Lines with the planets and all that. But November 22nd, Monday at 12 noon. It is somehow number 2. I don't know. Got one of those free reports and it said 2. I guess that's better than 1.
He read the horoscope this week and 2's his number, I guess. Did it give you the lottery numbers too?
2, 2, 2, 2. And the bonus number is 2.
The all multiples of 2?
2,
so 4. They're all even numbers?
Yeah. Ooh. As my brother used to say, even Steven. So Monday, the 22nd, 12 noon Central Time, we're going to be going live for an hour to share what we've been working on the entire year. It's finally coming to fruition. We've tested it out. We even brought on some new clients this week, and they used the Sportle, which we've been so happy about.
Yeah,
and it worked.
It did. It
worked.
Wait,
what was the response that
the response? So Sherwin set up
Sherwin, our lead developer.
Yeah, the lead developer. So when you're doing something, it's on a temporary platform. Anyway, so we kind of come up with silly things, and it was Wild Thing. I'm a Wild Thing or something like that was the name of the company. So
they got back and said, okay, now you're a wild thing. Thank you.
No, born to be wild.
Born to be wild. That's
Thank
right. Thank you. You're born to be wild.
Instead of a quick message from Bottleneck Distant Assistants. And Sherwin, he was like, oh, I am so sorry. I'm like, I think it's funny. And I'm sure the clients got it. And they're like, okay.
What is this?
So hopefully it put a smile on somebody's face. I'm sure it certainly put a smile on mine.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. So we did that. That was a huge success. And we have a project management software called Basecamp 3. And in that, there's a little headquarters section. And I took a screenshot of it,
Oh, you did?
I did. I put it in there and I said, hey, everybody. So everybody on the team knows. Because this is a massive team effort. Everybody helped. And so just to get that little email with the little thing, congratulations, you have a new customer or whatever. And, we've had a lot of clients in the past, but this was the first one that, it's just like, it's our system is working.
Yeah.
With the exception of the thank you.
and it's it's super easy for the client, and it's really super easy for accounting, but from a organizational standpoint, when it first happens, it's a little extra work for me and sales and the support team. But I told him, I said, it's just the way it's going to be. That's it. We can go back and go the old, but no, we're not doing that.
Yep.
We want it to be easy and scalable for the future. And that's what it is. And we love it.
Yep. Oh man, it's so cool. So we sat down as a team and we planned out kind of what each person's. So you're going to be meeting people from the team. They're going to be talking about what they did over this past year. There was a lot of work that was put into this. Buku work. And it's just kind of nice to be like, we're there. And then yesterday was Veterans Day. So we usually fly a big American flag, which we should.
We've had some issues with the flagpole and the support, so we haven't had anything up lately.
Yeah, so I put up the Army flag for the 82nd because I was in the 82nd, and that was kind of neat. And took a little picture of flying in the air, and so it was neat seeing all the appreciation for military and stuff like that. It's neat to see kind of the love. And it, the small things, right? We take a moment now and just say thanks to all of the veterans out there, because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be able to do what we're doing right now.
Nope.
So, yeah.
Thank you, babe.
Aw. Yeah, it was nice. It was pretty cool. So that happened this week. And then what else happened this week? Oh, Sarah ran a half marathon. I like to say marathon because it's freaking long anyways. And she killed it. When she was done, she's like, I said, how do you feel? She's like, I feel all right. I would have been, they would have had to drag me over the finish line. Sarah's just like, okay, let's what's next? Okay, what are we doing today?
It was pretty exciting because I hadn't been able to train like I should have because I've had several injuries. So I went into it with I'm going to jog this. I'm going to go easy. And I jogged it and was much faster at a jog than I thought I would be. And so I was really happy.
Your competitive side came out a little bit though.
Yeah. So I was under an 11-minute mile for each mile, and I got faster and faster. And I think the last 2 miles I was under 10 minutes, and then the final mile I think you
were cranking.
Yeah, and I felt good. I felt really good.
And so I was trying to follow her because the tracking, I couldn't find the tracking thing, and so I did. We have the little thing where it tracks her phone, but it wasn't keeping up. She was running too fast. And so like it would show she was here, but she was actually here, and I'm watching it because it wouldn't move like this, like it normally does. It was blip, blip, catching up.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, she's like 2 blocks up. Oh crap, there she is. And I had to get the phone out because I wanted to film the finish line, and she was just around there, and you could barely tell. People were like, where is she? I go, the blur. And you watch the blur. Came around the side there, and it was neat because you got, she has with the technology and running now, they know who finishes, and they announce her name over the loudspeaker at Bass Pro here in Springfield, and it was pretty neat. So yeah, I was proud of her.
Yeah, it was fun. I felt very accomplished, and I have been because I haven't been training, and I've been trying to focus on staying. I have to keep moving, but I can't run a lot because I haven't put the miles in I needed to, and I want to make sure. I have another race coming up this weekend, so
it's only a 25K though.
I walk like 45 minutes, and so about a mile away on my walk is a gentleman's house, and he told me one day, I said, oh, look at all the pears you've got. He's like, oh my gosh, if you ever want some, please just stop and get some. So I stop. I'm usually walking, and I grab one. So I got the dog leash in one hand and a pear in the other. And this last time I went with a little bag, and I was picking up, and I got this huge bag. I probably got 5 pounds of these giant pears, and they're delicious, by the way.
They come with protein too.
But when it's the little things, I will tell you, when I was on my walk, there was a woman walking, and she had like a durable medical, like a medical cane she was walking with, not just like a cane because I've got a walking stick, but she literally, it looked to me like maybe she'd had a stroke, and she was walking. So she was walking the block where this pear tree is. And I saw her on both sides because I was walking much faster than her. Anyway, I passed her and I went up, and my last stop was at this pear tree because I didn't want to carry these pears all the way home and get them bruised or whatever. So I pass her, and I've got headphones in. I'm listening to a podcast. Listening to Game of Crime with Morgan Wright. And I stop and pick up pears, and I pass the woman that has been walking, and she passes. I can feel her coming up behind me, and I have my headphones in, so I can't hear anything. And then she goes past me, and then I pick up everything, and I got my dog, and I'm just kind of trying to stay away from her. So if she's saying something to me, I don't know. I go around the corner, and I look back, and she's moving so slow that she is going up the front walk of the house where I just picked up all the pears off the ground.
Oh, wow.
And so it made me think, does she know that I guess it was her husband gave me permission to pick up pears? Was she talking to me? I don't know. And I feel awful. So first of all, it's the little things. I am so grateful to have these pairs. I am so grateful that I can walk. I am so grateful that she can walk, even though obviously it is a huge challenge for her. But I want to go back and do something. Do I just go knock on the door and say, hey, I just, I didn't realize this was your house and I just wanted to thank you. And, I don't know what to do. Maybe I'll just make a little note card and leave it on their door next time I walk by.
Oh, yeah, and say thank you.
Yeah.
That's neat.
Yeah.
So these are the pears, and I haven't had one yet.
He's not a big.
But Sarah likes them because they come with free worms inside too.
I think I ate one with a worm the other day, and I was like, I think I ate a worm, but I just kept eating the pear. I ate the rest of it. I don't care.
Crazy hardcore. So, anything else that happened this week for you?
I don't think so. I am not. Am I missing something?
No, just ask.
I picked a whole bunch of peppers. I had to finish picking off the peppers.
Peppers.
Yeah, and I probably have 50 peppers that I've got in the window, trying to get them to finish ripening. So I'm excited to get those going. I can't stand to watch things go to waste. In fact, I want to go back to the house where the pears are, because there's a bunch that get bruised and fall down, and they might get ants or whatever on them. I'm okay with those. I'll take those. I'll cut those bad parts off, and I'll make pear butter or freeze them or can them or whatever. Make pear bread, something. Can we make pear tortillas, pear tacos?
You can pair them with something.
Yeah, we could. Steak pears, pear steaks. I got a pair.
I just had to push the button. We were a pair of dangling.
What's coming up this week? Is that what you just did?
Yeah. So what's coming up this next week? So coming up this next week, a lot of stuff. Finishing up videos, finishing up workflow training certifications, launching. We're bringing on a new salesperson. Dave Stobie. So we're excited about that. And that's exciting. So there's growth. I did want to say, we feel really good. We brought on some new clients last week. So this week will be some sourcing and finding candidates for them, and then working towards, getting those assistants placed. That's going to be obviously a huge priority. So we'll be doing that. We'll be working with our business partner, Dr. Lorino. Thanks for all your support there. And we'll be working with him to finalize some organizational challenges that we're facing. But
these are 50,000 feet organizational challenges, not internal organizational challenges.
Stuff that it's fun stuff is what it is.
It's housekeeping is what it is.
Yeah. I guess you can say housekeeping, building for the future.
That's it.
And then, it's, and then I have my MRI on Wednesday morning at 6:40 in the freaking morning.
I know. I'll be asleep.
So, you're coming with me.
I'm always up before him.
She is.
Except when he doesn't sleep.
Yeah. So I think, so we'll find out. The problem is, because there's such a shortage, the doctor, who was I met him playing hockey, a pretty nice fella. He said there's such a shortage right now, medical staff, that it took 2 weeks just to get the MRI scheduled, and it's going to take another 2 weeks just to get the results.
Which I just thought was crazy.
Because she went to the ER and got her results right away.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, the x-rays came back. Everything looks good. And but we'll see. I'll find out once the MRI comes back whether or not I have a torn meniscus or whatever the heck's going on.
If it can be repaired or just have to be trimmed, or it's all good. It'll all quilt out.
Yep, it'll all quilt out.
Yep.
How about you?
We forgot to talk about me getting run over by the scooter at Sam's.
Oh my gosh! So, and I'll let her tell the story because she was actually there. But Right now gas is what, $3.49, something like
like
that. And we go to Sam's, as many of you probably do, because you get a discount. I think it's like 50 or 60 cents less a gallon. Like
Yeah.
it's like $2.79 or
significant.
something, which and that's here in Springfield, Missouri. Significant. But you're waiting in line for 20, 30 minutes. I mean, there's a row of pumps. How many pumps do you think are there? Probably 10, maybe
10. Yeah, come in each direction.
10. So 20 pumps. And there was 80 cars probably.
Yeah, there's
I mean,
a long line, long queue. They have people out there, staff with flags
directing
traffic.
Yeah. And you see some people they're like, they just get in line. They don't care what side their gas tank's on. So they're walking around to the other side, putting it in. But it's worth it. 50, 60 cents less a gallon. I mean, heck, you're going to do that. So I'm sitting there waiting in line. And
I'm already going into Sam's. I'm like, well, you do this. I'm going to go in and take care of this.
Yep.
So I'm waiting patiently. I walk in. I'm waiting patiently to get a cart because there's a lot of people. And
well, you forgot one thing though, before you say that story. I'm waiting in line talking to my dad on the phone.
Oh yeah, he's
what
on
else
the
are you
phone.
going to do? And all of a sudden I get this text message. Well, I can't go anywhere. Like
he's stuck in line.
I'm stuck in line. I can't do anything.
It's double lines going to each side of the
you
pump.
Can't even go around. You can't back up. You can't. There's nothing you can do.
It's gridlock. It's gas lock.
Yeah, gas lock. So I get this text message.
I'm standing there to get a cart, and there's people that can't move as well as I can, and so you're whatever. Go ahead. What is 5, 6, 10 seconds out of my life? Nothing. It's nothing. So I'm waiting patiently, and there's a woman on one of the scooter things, and all of a sudden she just backs over my foot, and it really hurts. Like I don't know if you've never been backed over by a scooter, but it's this big rubber edge that goes around it and just comes kind of to
the lady wasn't
the
small.
middle of your foot.
I mean, she was a bigger lady.
And I hope nobody takes offense to this, but I meant it in humor when I texted it to Jamie. I said, I just got run over by a fat woman on a scooter. So that's Jane. So take that with a grain of salt.
I thought she was joking.
I'm like, no.
And then she wrote, because I said, haha, and she wrote back, no, I really got run over. I'm like, what's are you okay? She goes, I'm taking an incident report or something.
Yeah, I'm like, I think I'm okay. It hurts, but I think I'll be okay. And in fact, the lady stopped and she told, they have to check your ID card as you walk in. And she was very nice, very polite. She and her husband both. And she's like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, it's okay. And he gave me his grocery shopping cart. I'm like, it's okay. And they waited and they said, hey, we just backed over. We hit her with the scooter, and are you going to be okay? I said, I think I'm going to be okay. I think I'm going to be okay. And then I got to thinking, it kind of hurts.
Sorry, he always comes in and wants to interrupt.
So anyway, I just to CYA, especially since I was running the next day, I filled out an incident report, which took forever. Then we finally got to shop, and it just bruised the side of my foot. But they said it was good that I filled it out because they had a guy that worked there that got run over by a lady, and he was in a boot for she said 3 months or something. She said, yeah, those things are dangerous. They pack a punch.
Yeah. So anyways, I'm sitting in line. I can't go anywhere. My wife is injured. And I don't know to what level. So I'm kind of freaking out. This is Nikita.
Hi, Nikita.
We should say Jaime, Sara, and Nikita sometimes.
Yeah, this is my walking buddy.
So he's a small little pup. So that's what happened. Anyways, yeah.
So it's been a very eventful week, and we've had it's been a very stressful week. Jamie's been very stressed because Jamie is such a kind person, and he has a big heart, and he doesn't want to ever hurt anybody's feelings. So when he makes a decision, it's not a decision that's made lightly. And he's had some tough decisions this week, and it's been very stressful for him. So
we're gonna go play hockey.
Yeah.
And look out, Chip. I'm going to coming for you. Yeah.
So, okay. So we're talking about what's coming up next week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Let's see. I got my run tomorrow morning. So
She's running a 25K trail run in Branson.
So I bet I get lapped by Doug Ossemacher again, which I think is going to be hilarious. He's a guy I went to school with, and he's like, I don't know, superhuman when it comes to running.
There's 2 water crossings.
Yeah. So I don't have any actual trail running shoes. I kind of forgot about that part of the running part. So we're just going to wear I was thinking about wearing maybe Chacos. Jamie said I should wear my rubber boots.
Crossing.
Yeah. I think I should try it barefoot. What do you think?
You wouldn't be extreme if you didn't.
Oh, maybe. Oh, how about if I ran in flip-flops? That sounds like a lot of fun.
A little flippy floppy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's going to be pretty neat seeing her do that, and then we'll recover. We were going to go hunting,
but I got jury duty.
But she has jury duty.
It's my civic duty, and I can't wait to go do it.
So she's going to be hanging out at the courthouse on Monday.
Yeah. Then so we might go deer hunting on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
And they're worried that they'll go in a rut or whatever. I don't know. I saw some big deer when I was out at Brandy's. So
well, they're good for the first. They said it's a lot better to go out earlier in the season, and the season's only a week long.
Yeah, it's so weird because I used to hunt in Texas, and the season went from right before Thanksgiving until there was doe season into January.
Yeah,
it was insane. Yeah,
but the deer here are pretty flipping big, and we were just hoping we could get one, and we'd have some meat, and it'd be so cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'll be fun. Last time I went deer hunting, didn't see a thing. Nothing.
Not a flippin' thing. So we might go we might miss this show next Friday if we go deer hunting.
Yep.
So sorry to our dedicated viewers. But we will be back the following Black Friday.
And we do appreciate the 3 of you. You mean the world to us.
Okay. Are we ready for shout-outs?
Shout out time.
Okay. So who's your shout out to?
Okay, I got my shout out this week. This is a special shout out. I had a chance to talk with a good friend of mine that I hadn't talked to in a while, Akshay Nanavati. Dude, I'm with you, man. I can't wait to talk with you when you get back. If you haven't seen the video, you can go check it out on Facebook. I posted it on Facebook. My conversation is about a 15-minute conversation with Akshay. If you don't know Akshay, or if you do know Akshay, you're in really good company. If you don't know Akshay, then check out my post on Facebook. You can also go visit his site. It's called fearvana.com. He also wrote the book, Fearvana, a combination of fear and nirvana and how those two come together. And he kind of explains that in our video. But if you don't know Akshay, he is amazing. He is an adventurer. He cross-country skied across Greenland. Like, the guy is amazing. So he's taking his next adventure.
Are you allowed to say it yet? And there's something you can't say?
No, there's some I can't say, but I can talk about what he's doing here. He's got some other stuff that's wow. So he is going to Antarctica. He actually is probably right now in Chile, the southernmost town in Chile, I believe. And what they're going to do is he's preparing this week. They're going to be flying out to Antarctica, and he is going to be crossing Antarctica with a couple other people.
With a film crew, right?
Not this one.
Oh.
But that's 49 people in the entire world have been there. That's it. And he's actually going there to do that trek. Now, one would think crossing Antarctica like that, cross-country skiing in minus 20, 30, wind chills, 40 and 50 below.
No good.
That would be an amazing accomplishment. He's only getting started at that point. He's going to take either a day, depending on how long it takes him to cross. He'll take a day up to a week's rest. And then he's going to another part of Antarctica to climb the highest mountain, which is Mount Vincent in the South Pole. I mean, that's what he's going to do. So he's been working, training, dragging tires. Like that's how you train for these kind of Arctic treks or cross-country treks, whatever you want to call it. And it's so like normally when you do something like this, there's scenery and, from one camp to the next camp, there's different things that can kind of occupy your mind. This is a freaking plateau of ice that he's going to be it's the same thing every single day that he's seeing. And like, can you imagine? Like you even said when you went on your marathon, there was one part of it that was really boring. You were like, oh, it was so boring.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but I hate the Greenways Trail in this one part of Springfield. I hate it. And we always have to run it. You run under Campbell Street. It's like boring. It's like,
because it's the same thing. It's just concrete.
Well, sort of, kind of. It's just, I like the running where there's people and they've got.
You can look at things and occupies your mind.
It flew by. I do not want to run on that trail and just blah, blah, trudge, foot in front of the other. Yeah. So what he's doing, I don't know.
Well, and he's doing it because he wants to, like, he says he gets to experience pain. He gets to experience, fear. He gets to experience all of that stuff, and he just loves it. So if you want to follow him along, go to fearvana.com. I have a special link in there too. I actually have 2 links on that passage and Facebook, the post in Facebook. And one of them is where you can buy his book. 100% of his proceeds go to charity. 100% of it. So that's one way you can support him. Another way is if you go to fearvana.com and you can look under his expeditions. I put the exact link in that post, but you'll be able to follow his trek. So as he goes across the South Pole, you'll be able to keep up with him and see where he's at. I just think he's amazing, and he's going to come back and chat with me when he gets back from this adventure and share with us, what happened, what he experienced. And I said, well, are you taking a gun? Like, aren't you afraid? He's like, well, there's no life there. He's not afraid. There's no polar bears. There's nothing.
There's penguins.
That's the penguins? They're not good. People are attacking me. But so he, that's the North Pole. There's polar bears and stuff up there. But that's how treacherous this place. There's no light. Like there's no. Yeah, it's crazy. 49 people in the entire history of mankind have been there.
To this mountain?
To his trek, only 49 people have done it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's going to the actual South Pole. He's crossing that point, the magnetic south of the world. Cool.
Crazy. Yeah. So who's your shout out? Good luck, Akshay.
Wow, mine kind of pairs. But no, actually it doesn't. So my shout out is to Gord McDougall. And I want to thank Gord McDougall for his insights that he has shared with me and his knowledge that he has shared with me. It has changed the way I look at our business, the way I look at investment, not only from money wise, but manpower wise, and determining the direction of a business. I give the shout out to Gord because I've had, a couple of meetings with him, but I now understand what things that Jaime has been telling me for forever was, you just understand. I understand it now better.
I'm not very good at explaining things.
Things that are
Sarah's
second nature.
Really good at distilling information to make it easy to understand. I missed that part in school.
Hey, and I have been, so part of my challenge to myself is to read self-help books every morning and to read a minimum of 10 pages. And so I was like, I'm going to read Jamie's book. And I've pretty much read it, but I haven't read the book. And Jamie's like, did you get your 12 pages done? I'm like, I got like 38 done and I didn't want to stop. And as I'm going through this, I'm loving every second of it. I'm learning new things about my husband that I never knew. I mean, I knew, but I didn't know. And I'm getting a newfound more respect for him if there's a way to, or to love him more if there's a way to. But as I'm going through this, I'm like, I want to create a workbook out of his book because this is amazing. I've been writing, I never write in books. I've been writing in the margin of the book and writing down notes. So it's been fun.
Well, I wasn't going to say anything. You heard it. She is now committed to writing a workbook on
it. And my follow through is really good.
Yeah. So that might be something you can look for, is an actual workbook that goes along with repeating yourself.
I just kind of put that out there on the Ethernet there, didn't I?
I just wanted to kind of.
Yep. Thanks, babe.
I'm supporting her. I'm supporting you. All right. Anything else?
No. You want to take the knife and like stick it in a little further and turn it a little more?
Oh. Ouch. Okay. So thank you and good luck to Akshay Nanavati. Go learn more about him at fearvana.com. And Gordon McDougall, thank you to you from Tezi Advisory. Tezi means speed in about 5 different languages. That's why I named it Tezi Advisory. And yeah, thanks, Gordon. Appreciate everything you've done. And I guess that's it.
That's it. We're on a wrap.
We're on a wrap. Okay. Go ahead and
we went long today.
Take us home.
Okay, learn how you can break the body. Okay. Hey, go to Bottleneck.Online /BTV, where you can break through the bottleneck in your business. Today, you can see all these great episodes along with others that are part of Bottleneck. We can review, or what's the other one? What's your other show? We can review or live with Bottleneck.
This one, live with Bottleneck, or live with Bottleneck. And up next,
Quit Repeating Yourself. It's a great book. Read it.
You can go to quitrepeatingyourself.com to learn more about it. You can watch our unboxing video, which Raina said she cried. Our assistant, she said she cried. So it was a little emotional. We were so excited to finally get the book. And then you can also see what the book is about via video. You can read about it. And then we want to bring this up too. You want to talk about this a little bit?
No, I don't. I will let you.
So this is something we had a couple episodes back. There is a challenge going on right now where you can go to teamseas.org. That's TEAMSEAS.org. And the challenge is the ocean, rivers, and beaches are filled with plastic trash. Pollution from plastic has created a health crisis for our planet. #TeamSeas. It's time to clean it up. So what they're going to try and do is before midnight of January 1st, they want to raise $30 million. For every single dollar they raise, they're going to clean up 1 pound of trash from the oceans, from the beaches, and from the rivers, because a lot of the trash that gets into the ocean, all of the trash gets in the ocean, come from our beaches and our rivers.
Mm-hmm.
So you can go learn more at teamseas.org. We're huge fans of that. Kind of cool what they have going on. So,
oh well, looky there. Previously on Live with Bottleneck, I got that right, was Gordon McDougall. You can find out more about him, the CEO of Tezi Advisory Inc., small business owner, lifestyle business, or building for scale. It's a great interview, and you'll learn a lot. I highly recommend that.
Yeah, it'll help you identify what kind of business you have, what kind of business you want to have. It was a nice conversation.
Mm-hmm. And coming soon to your earbuds is Jordan Ross, the CEO of 8-Figure Agency, and he'll tell you how to 10 times the right way: systems, process, management, and culture. Oh, a man after your own likes.
Well, I will tell you something cool about Jordan Ross. He's the real deal. He actually referred one of our newest clients to us, and he's all about culture. He's really good in systems. And if you start seeing a theme here, if you haven't been around very long, we're really big. We freak out about company culture, systems, processes. My book is about systems, processes, culture, and leadership. And so Jordan Ross is doing a great job of that. So he's the CEO of 8-Figure Agency. That's coming next Tuesday. And you do not want to miss that one. He's freaking smart. He's the real deal. So hopefully you'll join us on Tuesday. Anything else?
I'm just super excited that I get to play hockey with my husband this week.
Yay, Hockey Friday.
Wish him luck. Take it easy.
I'll take it easy. No starting, no stopping, none of that stuff. Well, we just want to say thank you. Remember, create your own ripple. Have a wonderful weekend. And thanks again to everyone who serves and continues to serve. We really appreciate your service to the country and your service around the world.
Yep.
Okay, I guess that's it.